Yes, good morning students and happy Raksha Bandhan also. I hope you all have celebrated the Rakhi with your sisters. So let's start our studies. Today we will start our new chapter, chapter number 5, algebraic expressions. In this chapter we will include the topics algebraic expressions, terms of an algebraic expressions, factors and coefficient of a term, like and unlike terms, types of algebraic expressions, degree of a polynomial, addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions, finding the value of an algebraic expression, use of algebraic expressions, and simplification of algebraic expressions. In class 6 also we have done about the expression. In chapter algebra we have done the expressions and equations also. At that time I have told you that what is the difference between expression and equation. In equation there is a equal to sign in between two expressions, and in expression we will express only something with the help of numbers, variables and one or more than one operations. Understood? So in this chapter we will do only the expressions, not the equations. So expression, according to the definition of the expression, an algebraic expression is a combination of variables, numbers and one or more arithmetic operations. Variables you all know, in 6th class also the teachers have told you variables are alphabets. We can express the variables in the form of A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Any alphabet we can use for the variables, and variable don't have the fixed value. The values of the variables vary, and the numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3 we call them constant, and they have the fixed value. These are the variables. Variables don't have fixed value, but the constant have fixed values. So with the combination of variables and constants, with the help of one or more than one arithmetic operations, we will form the expression. For example, we can say x minus 5 means 5 less than x. X we don't have the fixed value, so x can be 7 also, x can be 11 also, x can be 3 also, x can be 0 also. Any number can take this in place of x. So this is algebraic expression. Let's take one example. Rahul wants to buy a video game worth rupees 80. He has only rupees 35 in his piggy bank. How much more money does he need? We will take the more money in the form of a variable. Let more money he needs be x. Now what is the question? Rahul wants to buy a video game worth rupees 80. He has only 35 rupees. So 35 rupees he has, and the total value of video game is 80 rupees. So how much more money we need? How much more money he need? That is x. So 35 plus x equals to 80, or we can write it as x plus 35 equals to 80. According to the commutative property, we can change the places also in addition. So this is not expression, this is the equation, because equal to sign is there now. Only this is expression. 35 rupees he have, and how much more money he will need, that is x. Now let's take one more example. Shruti's age is Shruti is 5 years younger than Deepti. Let Deepti's age be X years. So the Shruti will be of Shruti age will be, she is 5 years less than the Deepti. So X, if she was 5 years more than the Deepti, then it was plus, and now because she is 5 years less than the Deepti, so it will be minus 5. So the age of Shruti is X minus 5 years. Now some more examples of expression are, let's take some more examples. 10x plus 1. This is how we will write it in the word form. The product of 10x added to y, or you can say y is added to the product of 10 and x. Understood? Next is d minus r plus 15. 15 is added in the difference of d and r. You can write it in the word form in this way. So, and r upon 10. We can write it the quotient of r and 10. So, these are the expression. According to the definition of the expression is the combination of number, variables and one or more arithmetic operations. There are two operations they have used, multiplication and plus. So the combination of numbers, variables with the help of one or more than one arithmetic operations. So I hope you understand the introduction of the algebraic expressions. Now we will solve some examples. Write the algebraic expressions against these statements. So some statements are given, we will solve them and we will write the expression against them. I will explain you one or two, rest of the examples you will do yourself. So the first example is twice of a number added to 5. Twice of a number added to 5. Twice of a number. We don't know the number. So let the number be, let the unknown value, for unknown value we use variable. So where we use the variables, for the unknown value we will use the variables. Let the number be x. You can use any variable, a, b, c, a to z, any variable you can use. Any alphabet you can use. Now, twice a number is 2x. Twice means 2 times x, 2 times a number, then added 5. So, twice to the twice of a number, we will add 5. So, this will be the expression for this statement. Understood? This is answer. So, for unknown value, unknown number, unknown thing, we will use the variables, and for some, for more, for hence, for these words we will use plus sign. For difference, less, before, or for these type of words we will use minus. For times, product, twice, thrice, we will use multiply. For quotient, by, for these things, or divided by, we will use divisions. So these are the use of operations. According to the words, we will use the signs. Understood? That you will understand when you will solve the questions, no? Then easily you can do them because they are not so new for you. In previous class also, you all have done these expressions and equations also you have done. So you will solve them very easily. Still, if you have any problem, you can call me on my personal number or you can message me on my WhatsApp number. You all know my number. And most of the children were in my class last year. But those who are not in my class, I want to introduce myself. I am Kanta Kaushik and I will teach you mathematics now. Now, one more example we will solve. X cubed minus y squared. X cubed minus y squared. Cube. You have done the exponents. Just now you have finished the exponents, no? So cube and square you must know. Cube means the power 3 and square means the power 2. So x cubed minus y squared. Very simple. X cubed minus y squared is the answer for this. Next is difference of the square of two numbers m and n multiplied by 6. Difference of the squares of two numbers m and n multiplied by 6. Multiplied by 6. So difference means what I have told you, difference. For difference we will use minus sign. So the difference of squares of two numbers m and n. M minus n squares. Squares of difference of squares of two numbers. Squares of two numbers. Difference of squares of two numbers m and n multiplied by 6. Why we have put bracket here? Because if we will write it in this way, minus into 6, then it will be multiplied only by n square, not by the difference of m and n square. So the difference of squares of two numbers, m square and n square's difference, we will multiply 6. Understood? Now, next topic is, now I hope you all have understood about the expression. In previous class also you have done, this is just the revision of the expression, and you know the variable and literal and constant. You all know very well. Constant is the number only and variable is the alphabet. The value of variable is not fixed, but the to the variable we will call literal also. The value of variable is not fixed. We can use different values for the variables, but the value of constant is always fixed because they are the number itself. So whatever number is the constant, that will be its value. So it is the fixed value. Next, we will do terms of an algebraic expressions. We will take one example. X minus 4x square plus y upon 2 plus xy upon 3 plus 7. So the terms are separated by plus and minus sign, not by multiply and division sign. So these are multiplication, so this is the one term only. This is division, so this is also will be the one term only. So terms are separated by plus and minus sign. So in this expression How many terms are there? 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term and 5 terms. So how many terms are there? 5 terms are there. So again I am repeating, the terms are always separated by plus and minus sign, not by multiplication and division sign. So these are called the terms of the expression. Now if a term is an algebraic expression, does not involve any variable. If a term in the algebraic expression does not involve any variable, then that term is called constant term. This term is called constant term because it doesn't have any variable. So without variable term means only number is a term. If the only number is the term, that is called constant term. Now how we will separate the terms? By putting the commas. For example, in this 1.9xy minus 3.2y plus 4.7z. In this expression, how we will, which are the terms first of all? 1 term, 2nd term and 3rd term. 3 terms are there. How we will separate them? By putting the commas in between. So the terms are 1.9xy, second is minus 3.2y and third is 4.7z. Same thing we have already done in the 6th class. So this is also just the repetition of 6th class. So terms will be, first of all we will find the terms. The terms will be separated by plus and minus sign. So this is 1 term, this is 2nd term and this is 3rd term. So first term is 1.9xy, 2nd term is minus 3.2y, 3rd term is, if we will put plus, then also it is plus, and if we are not putting any sign, then also it is plus. Now factors and coefficient of a term. Now in this an example I am taking, we will take 7x squared minus 3xy. 3xy. What are the factors first of all? Factors of which are the terms in this? This is first term is 7x squared and second term is minus 3xy. So what are the factors of 7? 7 into x into x. X square means 2 times x. The factors of minus 3xy is minus 3 into x into y. These are the factors. Now coefficient means the associates of that expression. If we want to find in minus 3xy, what is the coefficient of x? Will be minus 3y. What are the coefficient of x? What are the associates of x? Are minus 3 and minus 1. What are the coefficient of 3? That will be minus xy. What are the coefficient of minus y? Will be 3x. So like this we will find the coefficient of different terms. The coefficient of x in 7x square, coefficient of x will be 7x because here 2x are there. So 1x coefficient we are asking, so 1x will be with 7. So that coefficient of x in this 7x square will be 7x. Understood? And coefficient of 7 will be x square. Got it? So like this we will find out the coefficient and we will separate the terms and we will find out the factors of the term. Now types of algebra for that. Next is like and unlike terms. Like and unlike terms. In terms having the same literal factors are called like terms. Literal factors means variable factors. Like and unlike. Like terms. The terms having the same literal factors are called like terms. For example, 7x square y minus 3xy plus 2y square x minus 9xy plus 8x square y minus 4y x square. So in this, which are the like terms? Means numbers constant can be different, but the variables should be variable with its part should be same. So in this 7x square y, let's see, is there any 7x square y, x square y is there? This is xy, this is not like of this. Y square x, this is also not, like xy also not, and x square y, here also x square y, this is like term. And minus 4y x square, y is single and x is square, so this is also like term. So like terms are 7x square y, 8x square y minus 4y x square. Next, one is minus 3xy and minus 9xy also like terms, minus 3xy and minus 9xy. So these are the like terms and others are unlike terms. Means 7x square y and minus 3xy are unlike terms. 7x square y, minus 3xy and plus 2y square x. These are unlike terms. Means which don't have variables with their part not same. So they are called unlike terms. So like terms you understood? The variables with their part are same. If the terms having variables with the part same, they are called like terms. Understood? Unlike terms, in an algebraic expression, terms having different literal factors, they are called unlike terms. Now types of algebraic expressions. This also you have done in the 6th class. An algebraic expression which contains only one term is called monomial expression. 2 terms, binomial expressions. 3 terms, trinomial, and more than 3 terms is polynomial. So 8xy is monomial term. Minus 3x plus 4y, binomial. And 3x plus 4y minus 3z is trinomial. Next is algebraic expressions containing one or more terms is called polynomial. Means one or these terms separately if we call, then they are monomial, binomial and trinomial. Otherwise they are all are called polynomial terms. Polynomial. The expression which have 1, 2, 3 or more terms, they are called polynomials. A polynomial can be a monomial, a binomial or a trinomial. Understood? Next, degree of polynomial. This also you have done in the 6th class. Degree, we will add the parts of each literal factor of the term and the maximum sum will be the degree of that polynomial. First we will separate the expression in the form of terms, and then we will add their parts, and the maximum sum will be the degree of that polynomial. We will take one example. This is 5 r square s minus 2 r square s square plus r square s plus 7. So in these terms are 5 r square s minus 2 r square s square, r square s and 7. These are the terms. So the degree will be parts of the variables. This is 1. If there is no part means 1. So it will be 2 plus 1. This is 2 plus 2. This is degree. This is equals to 3 equals to 4. 2 plus 1 equals to 3. And this is 1. This is 0 sum. There is no part, no variable means it is 0. So in this, which is the highest degree? 4. So this 4 will be the degree of full expression, full polynomial. Understood? The degree of this polynomial, or you can say the degree of this expression, will be the highest value of among all the degrees. Expression term wise we will find out the degree by adding the parts of the literals or the variables, and whatever highest sum of the parts will be, that will be the degree of this full expression. Understood now? Degree of polynomial also you have understood. Next, come to the exercise number 5.1.